morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, guys. Welcome to the Morning Glory. I hope that you're having an amazing day. I'm your host, Ntabi, and this is Real Talk with Ntabi, a channel where you can expect everything empowerment and transformation. If you're joining us on YouTube or on TikTok or wherever we are live, please consider, engaging and just showing some love because it's another show. It's going to be, amazing. And I look forward to really engaging with you, to hearing your thoughts, to just somehow, find that thing between you and I, that connection. You get what I mean? I want us to find that common connection because I so believe in engaging. I so believe in interacting and learning from each other. And I believe that you can learn so much from me as much as I can learn so much from you as well. All right, so we're about to kickstart the show. I hope that you are ready because I am definitely ready to kickstart the show. All right, I'm back. I'm back. I'm back. Welcome, everybody. Wherever you're watching, show some love, comment, and tell me where you're watching from. And I really look forward to knowing what's happening where you are. Like, how's your day looking? Is it looking great? Are you loving my fake plant, Nyana? It's so cute, eh? It's so cute. Let me turn it around so that it doesn't disturb us, But nevertheless, we are here. Real Talk with Ntabi is a platform where you can really find empowerment and transformational information. And we hope that you get something out of every conversation that we get to share. Now, the Morning Glory is a show that happens each and every day, and you can definitely be assured that it's going to be powerful. Like every show is the best. That's what we push for. Every day we give you the best. And we make sure that you don't leave not inspired, you don't leave not empowered and all of that. And I can see that we have people from Kuruman, people from Northern Cape. Yes, Kuruman is the Northern Cape. So that is super amazing. Thank you so much, guys. I appreciate the love. So without a waste of time, I'm going to just go straight to the first part of the show, which is the quote of the day. So the quote of the day is from a basketball player. So he is a basketball player, and I believe that he's an icon. I mean, he has about 34 million followers on his Instagram. So there's so much inspiration that this guy has, and he's a family guy. He has, a wife and two beautiful kids. And I just want to say that, there's so much inspiration that we can get from other people. And it doesn't matter what role they do. It doesn't matter which career they're in. I would like to believe that there's just so much impact that people have in our lives, and it can be in different ways. Now, this guy, his name is Steve Curry. So if you don't know who Steve Curry is, Steve Curry is a basketball player. And then I think when I search it also says that he's an athlete, but I just know him as a basketball player. Now I'm going to show you who I am talking about so that you can just get an idea of who this guy is. Awesome. That is our quote for today. So the quote says, plant seeds every single day that you know you are. You know what you're about, and you know what goals you've set for yourself. So I'm going to read it again. Plant seeds every single day that you know you are about, that you know you're about, and you know what goal you've set for yourself. Well, Maybe it's a little bit confusing, but let me just read it for the very last time. Plant a seed every day that you know you are. So meaning plant a seed each and every day that you know you are. The seed that you know you are, planted each and every day. And then it further on says, you know what you're about, right? Plant that seed that you know you're about. And then it says, you know your goals. So plant a seed that you understand in terms of the goals that you have. So you know the goals that you have set for yourself. So plant that seed of whatever goal that you have set for yourself. All right. So what I'm actually saying, or why did I choose this quote? I feel like in life we come to life and then we start building our lives. We start, waking up every day, setting goals that we wish to accomplish. Actually, let me take you back. Each and every year you have what you call New Year's resolutions. Well, I want to tell you something. I personally don't believe so much on New Year's resolutions, and this is why. So this is how I look at things. I do not believe in like making New Year's resolutions. Instead, I look at what's happening in my life. I look at what's happening in my life and I think, okay, so this is what's happening in my life. This is the goals that I've set for myself. This is what I was able to achieve. And then I check on the list, what is that one thing that I didn't achieve? And the fact that I didn't achieve this thing, what am I willing to do to make sure that I achieve that? So instead of me putting in new goals, I automatically, instead of putting just new goals and just erasing each and everything that I was doing that I didn't even get to do. Instead of me just erasing, I look at the things that I said I was going to do and didn't do. And what I do with that, I make sure that I correct what I didn't do before moving into the next thing. So often in life, we keep moving to the next thing, or we keep pausing things and hope that as we go further, things will just be okay, things will just run smoothly the best way possible. And honey, it doesn't work like that. It doesn't work like that. I'm sorry. If you feel like this is something that could work for you, it doesn't work. It will not work for you. It will never work for you. So it's so important that you don't skip a step in life. So if you're thinking that just because you started something and you paused on it, starting something new will be more successful than the one that you've paused, there are high chances of you pausing on the next one because you didn't like finish that race that you are running. So in life, when you run a race, make sure that you finish your race. Don't just run a race and then you stop in the middle. Yes, there'll be moments where you'll need to pause a little bit. You can pause a little bit, but definitely don't quit. You can pause to drink some water. You can take a little bit of a breather and say, you know what, I need to pause to what? Have a sip of water. And then after that, you continue with your journey, but you don't stop. But you don't stop. Now, what I want to point out is that if you have goals, if you have set goals for yourself, don't try to move into next goals if you haven't worked on your current goal. Well, I understand that there are some things in life that we try and then we realize that actually this is not something that I like. This is not something that is aligned with me. This is not something that works for me. And when that happens, you can, okay, simply say that, okay, I tried this, it's not working out, let me move. And then you can move. It's okay to understand that, it's okay to move to the next thing. But now, if you just decide to move without trying to fix the current thing, then you have a problem. Now, in a nutshell, what I want to say is that the seed that you plant, let it be a seed that you know for a fact that it's in you, is who you are. What you invest in, let it be something that you want to be known for. Now, I want to tell you a little bit of a story. I have a foundation. So my foundation is Real Talk with Ntabi Foundation. So on my foundation, we sometimes have a campaign on sanitary towels and deodorants, where we would do a campaign. We normally call it Find the Box campaign. So the Find the Box campaign, what happens is that we would go to disadvantaged schools and donate sanitary towels, and of course ask people on social media, get sponsors to sponsor us with sanitary towels. Now, I got to be given a nickname. Like, this is something that is quite funny, but at the same time is great. I love dancing. I love dancing. I'm not the best dancer, but I love dancing. It just makes me happy. It just, rejuvenates me somehow. Now, I also did this thing. I would like record a video and post it on my YouTube or Instagram or whatever. And after posting it, people will watch it, see me dance, and then they will comment and everything. And then after that, I'll be like, guys, I was not dancing for Mahala. The fact that I danced for you, excuse me, the fact that I dance for you, it means that you have to donate sanitary towels to my campaign. So that was another way of marketing, marketing my campaign. Now that's basically how I did it. But now they ended up giving me a name called hashtag Babes Were My Pets. So when it comes to campaigns, don't be shocked if you hear people saying, hey, oh, babes were my pets. So I was called hashtag babes were my pets. So even if you can go to Google now, I'm willing to prove it for you. Even if you can go to Google right now, or you go to Facebook, or you go to Instagram and just say hashtag babes were my pets, you will definitely find me. You will definitely find me. So now what I'm trying to say is that was something that a lot of people knew me for. But I was like, no, as much as I'm babes on my pet and I help people and I help where I can under my foundation, that is not what I want to be known for. The seed that I'm planting on the foundation is to make a difference to someone, is to obviously make a difference to the communities and everything. But that is not what I want to be known for. If I can donate sanitary towels, donate clothes, donate money, donate food, just behind the scenes and no one sees me, it's fine. I am happy with that. I don't need the whole world to see me out there donating or doing something. I don't need that. For me, it's like, okay, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. So I got, I'm a Christian and I believe that the Bible says that, give with no expectation. So when you give or when you do something good, do it because it's a good thing to do. Don't do it mainly because you want to be seen or you want to be recognized by whoever. Let it not be like that. Let it be because you see a need, you see the importance of doing that. So that's how I looked at it. But I was like, I don't want to be known for babes were my pets. I want to be known for Ntabi as a public speaker, Ntabi as a brand builder, Ntabi as a founder of a design company that offers branding solutions, that designs websites, banners, logos, and all of that, right? That focuses on branding and it brands businesses. So I wanted to be known for the work that I do so that when people get to somehow put a picture on my name, they get to know that, oh, okay, Ntabi, all right, the one that owns IL Design, that design agency company. Yes, that one. So that's what I wanted to be known for. I don't necessarily need to be known for just donating sanitary towels or just doing charity work. No, that is something that you have to do personally from the goodness of your heart without anyone else even knowing what you're doing. So that's what I want you to take into account, that when you plant a seed that you want to be known for. Plant a seed that people will know you for. So even on your social media platforms, the question that I'm going to ask you right now is, what are you known for? What are you known for? What do people know you about? Like, when they think of your name, what do people know you for? And is that something that is, evergreen to a point where even 5 years, when a person goes to your platform and sees the work that you're doing or sees whatever that is on your platform, they can still relate, they can see it relevant? What are you known for? So when you think about planting a seed, it's also important that you plant a seed in terms of being an empowerment to other people. Plant a seed by making a difference to other people. Plant a seed by making sure that whatever that you touch, you leave a mark. It's so important that you leave a mark in everything that you're doing, whether it's a business that you're doing, whether it's a career that you've chosen for yourself, whether it's just having a conversation with a friend, a conversation with just about anyone. Make sure that you give it your all in terms of just making a difference to other people, making sure that you bring your A game all the time. So there's something amazing about bringing your A game, because you are not going to stop allowing yourself to grow in any way. You are not going to stop or limit yourself from learning so much more just because you are able to plant a seed or you are able to share something great to another person. I mean, when I was still in high school, I got to learn this thing that when you, like, for example, I knew that I was struggling in mathematics, and there was a time where I would need someone to help me with maths and everything. And I remember that our maths lecturer at the time used to say that you guys don't need to worry about helping others. So if there's someone that you are able to help, who's struggling with maths or whatever, help them out. It's okay to help them out. You won't be losing anything. It's not like if you're going to help them, you're going to now miss out on, achieving something. It's not like you're going to miss out on, passing or doing even better. As a matter of fact, when you help someone else, when you plant a seed on someone else, it's more blessings that are added into your life. I hope you get what I mean. That is more blessings that are added into your life. So it's so important that you take note of that. And I'm hoping that you are actually taking something out of this, because the whole objective of this is to help you understand that planting a seed is some kind of a preparation for you for what's about to come. Planting a seed is something that will benefit you tomorrow, not just today, but also tomorrow. I hope you get what I mean. And then that last part that says that you have to know, and you know what, like how you set your goals or how you can set goals for yourself. It's so important that you know how to set goals for yourself. It's so important that you know how to just make sure that you are, direct in terms of who you are, what you're about, what you believe in. What are your goals? If I may ask you right now, what are your goals? What goals have you set for yourself? And amongst the goal setting that you've done, are you able to take something out of it? Are you able to say, okay, I was able to achieve one, I was able to achieve two, I was able to achieve three? Were you able to achieve something out of those goals? So it's so important that you ask yourself this question. Now, I'm going to just wrap up this code by really saying to you that plant a seed each and every day, and plant a seed that will prepare you for tomorrow, or that will be of advantage to your tomorrow, because tomorrow is not promised. But one thing for sure, what you do today what you do today is something that you can carry with you as you go. It's something that you can carry with you tomorrow. It's something that you can carry with you in the next year, in the next, couple of years, in the next hour, in the next month. You just never know. So try by all means to make sure that you set goals for yourself, goals that will help you to make better decisions, goals that will help you to actually win and grow in life. I hope that I'm making sense, and I hope that you took something out of this. Now we're going to move on to the next segment of today's show. I hope you enjoyed this conversation. Like I said, if you're watching from other platforms, please consider just commenting and telling me like how you finding this conversation. Comment. I'll be reading your comments pretty soon, so keep them coming. Don't stop commenting just because I'm not reading them at the moment. Just keep commenting. I'll definitely check them out. I look forward to obviously reading them out. Now we're going to move to the next segment of the show, and that is what's happening on social media? What's happening in the socials? What's happening on the socials? What's happening on the socials? Now, today, what's happening on the socials is now basically a question that I'm going to pose to you. This is a question that I'm going to pose to you. And this is my question to you. If you ever see a person on the street, or just you see a person just somewhere doing something in public that is wrong, or that is, yeah, basically that is illegal or that is wrong, would you reprimand that person? Would you call out that person? Would you go to that person and approach them and say you are doing something wrong? Or are you just going to walk away? So this is a question that I'm posing to you. If you had to see someone in a public space doing something that is wrong, would you stand or go to that person and tell them that what you're doing is wrong? Or you will just continue as if nothing happened and act like you didn't see anything and just continue with your journey? Would you do that? So now the reason why I'm asking this is because something is happening on social media today. Ntando is currently trending. And Ntando, if you don't know Ntando, just Google Ntando or just go to Twitter right now and search for Ntando. So Ntando is currently trending because of a video that she shared. So she shared a video about, well, I think she was live on Instagram. And as she was live, what happened was she was driving while she was live, or maybe she was at the parking. I'm not sure how everything went, right? And mind you guys, this is not me trying to do this gossip topics, gossip engagements and everything, but I just wanted us to have a conversation about this based on what has transpired. Now, she was live and then she parked on a disability parking lot where obviously it's someone with a disability that needs to park there. So now there's a lady, apparently it's a white lady who called her and asked her, why are you parking there? You're not supposed to park there. That is a parking for disabled people. And I think they kind of exchanged words and everything. And I'm not going to go into detail. If you want to read more about it or see that video, you can go to Twitter. But what she ended up saying was, calling all this, negative words. Like there was, vulgar words, F words that were used there. And both of those people were exchanging words. Now, the question that I'm asking is that, do you think you can tell someone in a public space when they're doing something wrong? Or you can decide that, I'm not going to bother myself because maybe other people have a different way of handling situations, or they have a different way of responding and everything like that. Or you feel like someone will ask you, who do you think you are? I don't know. You don't know me. Why do you have to ask me about what I'm doing? It's none of your business. Do you avoid that, or do you think that you can? Now, I was also listening to 702. If you don't know 702, 702 is a radio station, broadcasting station, of course. So on 702, they were having this conversation on the trending section of the show. And now there's a lady who called in, and that lady said that especially as human beings, we know that it's like, even if a kid or a child does something wrong, you will tell them that, no, stop doing that, what you're doing is wrong. It's like it's more of a culture that we know that if someone is doing something wrong, there's nothing wrong to say, please stop what you're doing, it's wrong, do this way, do that way. Now there's also another caller. So that other caller said that what happened was he was, there's a guy who was, I think, peeing in a public space or something like that. And then he asked that person, why are you peeing in the public area? why are you, peeing in just the middle of nowhere? Why can't you find a toilet and everything? And that person took a gun out and said, you are not going to be telling me what to do and everything. So now the question that I have is that, should you just remain quiet and not even bother about asking such things because you might risk your life? Or should you consider saying something just to take chances? Or you just gonna say, you know what, I'm going to just report it anonymously or whatever. What are you going to do? So I'm just curious because there are different people that do different things out there. There are different people that handle situations differently out there. Now, I'm not an expert in terms of, how, these people could have communicated better. But what I know for a fact is that as a person, I want to be respected and I want to give respect back. And as a person, if I'm not disrespected, I am not just going to keep quiet for not being respected. Instead, I'm gonna not necessarily demand respect, but I'm gonna say what I can say to just make you aware. If maybe you're saying something disrespectful and I'm not happy with it, instead of me trying to be angry or whatever, I will engage you and tell you know that what you're saying is disrespectful. What you're saying is wrong. I do not appreciate you talking to me like that, or I don't appreciate you saying this and that. Yes, I might have done something wrong. I can see that it's wrong, but now I am willing to rectify that because maybe I didn't know. It could be many reasons, but all I'm saying, or what I want to basically wrap up on this conversation, is that let us consider respecting each other as human beings, and let us treat each other in the right manner. There are people that will call you out if you come to them with a negative attitude, and they will give you what you want. They will give you that same negative attitude, and there'll be people that will just give you good attitude when you jump in and just act all high and feel like yay, but there are different people. So, but in a nutshell, all I can say is that let us just be kinder to each other. Let's communicate in the right manner. And where we see ourselves wrong, let us not be in denial of the fact that no, I am wrong. Apologize if you need to, or just be okay to say, oh my word, you know what? I was not aware that this is the situation, and I apologize for that. I will definitely do better. So with this case, I really cannot, I don't want to say much because there was also issues of racism that came in and everything. Now it's made a race issue, and we know now when we kind of come to a race issue, it's just something else, because some people on Twitter were commenting, if it was a white person packed there, how are people gonna say? If it was whatnot and everything. And I was like, I'm not gonna entertain that part of the racism issue and everything, because I personally believe that as much as we've got our differences in our countries, our differences in terms of how our history turned out, I still respect someone who respects me. It doesn't matter whether you're white, black, brown, purple, green. It doesn't matter to me. I appreciate you as you are. You don't have to be of a different race or whatever. If you treat me right, if you respect me, if you understand me, we are okay. You and I are on the same WhatsApp page. That's what I'm going to do. I'm just not going to be nasty to a person just because of whatever history that we have and everything like that. Yes, we know that there are a lot of things that we've got to be affected by, whatever, but that is history on its own. But if you experience that, make sure that your voice is heard so that people are aware that I don't like how you treated me. Treat me the right way. Don't treat me in a negative way. So that's something that you need to take note of. That is just my opinion. And this is not me trying to get into what's happening on the gossip stuff. I'm not about that. I'm all about positive vibes. I don't normally talk about, celebrity gossip stories or whatever, because I believe that I always need to put myself in someone else's shoes before I can even speak about them. So I can imagine just having to speak about someone else. If I'm going to talk about someone else in a negative way and everything, I should ask myself, if it was me on the other side, how would I feel? So that is just me, in my opinion. Um, we are going to the most amazing part of the show, which is the chats, so that we can see what's happening on the chats. And guys, thank you so much for your patience. If I'm not immediately reading your chats, it's because now our show is now different. We are not just going straight to the chats whenever someone is commenting. We firstly speak on the part of whatever show that we're doing, and then after that we make time to go to the comments section. So now we are going to the chat. We're gonna see what you guys are saying on the chat. Okay. So today on our chats, we've got something special. Guys, if you can remember, I said that the Morning Glory show, it really allows you to connect. So meaning, if you are part of the Morning Glory show and if you watch the show, it doesn't matter whether you're watching from Facebook, whether you're watching from TikTok, whether you're watching from YouTube, it doesn't matter. What you can do is still send a voice note on WhatsApp. Send a voice note as to how do you feel about the show? Do you enjoy the show? Is there something that you're learning from the show? And we can, put your voice note, or even if it's a video clip of yourself wanting to share what you've learned on the show. So you can only WhatsApp us what we are talking about on the show. You can only WhatsApp us a video of yourself talking about what's on the show. That is the only thing. If you're not going to do that, unfortunately, we're going to block you. We're going to block you because this is all about the show. If you didn't watch the show and you're going to send a message, we are not even going to waste time. We're just going to delete it or block you. So I'm going to put out the number again so that you can see the number. You can go to YouTube now. If you are on YouTube, it's so important that you take note of that number. If you are obviously on other platforms, consider coming to YouTube so that you can be able to see everything that happens, right? So I am going to share, we have one of our amazing members who is part of the RealFam, who has shared her message on, of course, on our platform, just to obviously, congratulate our show and to just tell us her thoughts. So I'm gonna play her voice note right now.
Good morning, Real Fam. My name is Nandum Sivi, and I hope you guys are good. Tabi, I just want to say well done on the Morning Glory show. I love it. I'm so inspired by you in so many ways. I see your consistency. I see how much you take yourself and this brand serious, and it is just so inspiring. So yeah, big ups, Real Fam.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Nondu, for your voice note. We appreciate it. We appreciate your engagement. We appreciate for you being part of our show. Thank you so much for that. And I'm going to straightly go to the chat. We have, okay, I'm going to start. We are also live on TikTok. We've got Prince saying, always be kind-hearted. That is super awesome. We have obviously other people, commenting, other people sharing their views in terms of the show and everything like that. So I'm really excited. Someone says that you remind me of a book that I once read at Teponket. It's titled A Seed That Becomes a Forest. Thank you so much, Annette. And then he just logged off on TikTok, but thank you so much for that. So I'm gonna start. So we've got Chantal as our first person to comment. Thank you so much, Chantal. Good morning, Real Fam. We've got Coach Remy. If you ever need some fitness, Coach Remy is your guy. Good morning, Coach. Good morning to you. We've got Abong Sandy. Good morning, Queen. Hello, welcome. Greetings, everybody. Welcome. Coach Remy says, very true. I plant my seed every single day. I have a lifetime resolution. I love that. I love that. Thank you so much, Coach Remy. That is a great affirmation. That is a great way to look at life. I appreciate that. Jacqueline is here. Oh my goodness, Jacqueline. Guys, I connected with Jacqueline yesterday on TikTok, and today I see her on my YouTube channel. Today I see her on my YouTube channel. She's even saying, "Good morning, everyone." Thank you so, so much, Creed. I appreciate you. Welcome to the Morning Glory. And you did say that you're going to be a part of the show, and then you are here. My TikTok family are loyal. So let's welcome Jacqueline, guys. I'm so excited. Hi, Owama girls. Hi. Looking pretty in that profile picture, you and your girl. Thank you so, so much. I appreciate the thumbs up. Yes, guys, please consider clicking on the thumbs up so that, this video can be recommended to more people. I mean, I would really, really appreciate that. The Omaya girl says, "Host, I love your hair." Oh, wow. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. I appreciate that you love my hair. Thank you so, so much. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. So we also have another comment from Live with Leonard. Hi, Leonard. Welcome. Leonard says, Matthew 6, verse 3 says, "But when you give to the needy, do not let your left hand know what your right hand is doing." Oh, yes. "For so that your giving may be in secret, then your Father who sees what is done in secret will reward you." Guys, that is beautiful. That is beautiful. What you are doing, this is the best verse ever, because it's exactly what I was saying, that when I give, it's not something that I want to be known for, that I'm able to give and make a difference to another person and able to do one, two, three. I don't even need to be in the front line. If I can be behind the scenes, it's fine. As long as I can make a difference to someone, it is fine. So I love this quote. It says, I'm going to read it again, guys. "But when you give," this is Matthew 6, verse 3, "but when you give to the needy, do not let your left hand know what your right hand is doing, for so that your giving may be in secret. Then your Father who sees what is done in secret will reward you." God will reward you. Never ever look for rewards in the world. God will reward you for whatever that you're doing. Thank you so, so much, Leonard, for that. We appreciate. Very true, host. Thank you so much. "The best time to plant a tree was 20 years ago. The second best time is now." Chinese proverbs. Leonard is really making our day. The best time to plant a tree was 20 years ago, and the second best time is now. So there's no better time than now. Plant that seed, plant that tree, plant whatever that you want. Start now. Don't wait for tomorrow. Start now. Awesome stuff. Morning says, "Thank you, PD, for joining." Good morning. We welcome you on the Morning Glory. Good morning, family. Chantel says, "I once asked some guy why he was throwing papers, chips, wrapping papers on the ground, where else there was dustbin near us. I almost got trapped, and I can't stand littering and rubbish." Oh my word. She almost got clapped for asking a person why they are littering. So you see, this is a question that I was asking, guys, as to, if you happen to see someone doing something wrong, are you going to tell them? So obviously, the fact that Chantel almost got clapped, it means that she would now be skeptical to try and ask, when she sees something like that happening again, because at some point she would think of what could happen. So it's so sad. That's why I'm saying, let's all try to be kind to each other. Let's try by all means to be kind to each other. Being kind to each other is the best thing that we can do. So let's do that. Thank you, Chantal, for that comment. Shout out to Nondu. I love her. We love her too. We love her too. Thank you so much. We appreciate the love. And of course, I think let's see if we have comments on our digital boss on Facebook. We don't seem to have comments, but we have someone who is actually celebrating his birthday. So this guy is also a real fan. So if it's your birthday and you want us to give you a shout out on our show, please let us know so that we can give you that shout out. So we're gonna give this guy. His name is Success. He is also part of the Morning Glory show because he normally watches us on Facebook, but we hope that one day he would consider joining us on YouTube so that we can also engage with him on our platform. So wherever you're watching, please consider joining us on YouTube, Real Talk with Ntabi. That's all you gotta do. Just search for Real Talk with Ntabi. All right, so let's wish this guy a happy birthday. And we appreciate that he's also part of the Real Fam, even if it's on Facebook. We know that one day soon he will come to YouTube. Thank you so much. Happy birthday, Success. Happy birthday to you. We appreciate you and we hope that you're going to have the most amazing birthday ever. All right. So, guys, before we get to the next segment of the show, I'm going to ask you to take note of this WhatsApp number. If you wish to send a voice note or if you wish to send a video clip of yourself or a video clip of just something that you wish to share about the show, right? About the show, please take note of the number. So that is the number to use, 072-445-6881. This is the number that you're going to use only for your feedback on how the show was and how you feel about the show or what you want to give input on or what you have learned. So that is basically that. Now we're gonna move on to the next part of the show, and it's called Let's Talk Business Over Coffee. I hope you got your coffee because I've got my coffee ready. If you ain't got your coffee, I don't know. You can just hold your phone and go to the kitchen and make your coffee while I am busy talking to you. Just don't walk away. Don't walk away from me because this is another important part of the show. So I hope that you have your coffee or tea. If you like tea, you're not obliged to just have coffee, okay? I'm not restricting you. Now, today on Let's Talk Business Over Coffee, let me of course demonstrate. We're speaking about how to simplify your brand. How can you simplify your brand? How can you make your brand to be represented in the most simplest way without really confusing others? All right, so that is the next part of the show, which is how can you simplify your brand? How can you simplify your business or whatever that you're doing? So now, first of all, you're probably wondering, why should I be simplifying my brand? Well, the importance of simplifying your brand is that, well, guys, give me a second. So on TikTok, you missed a lot, my friend. Come to YouTube. Come to YouTube right now. You will see what we're talking about. So the part of the you see, I'm losing my train of thought for a second there. So what I was saying was that it's important for us to simplify our brands. So simplifying your brands make it so easy for people to somehow know what your brand is about and what it does, and being able to just see the value that it has in a simplest way, in the most simplest and most beautiful way, if I may say that. Now, when you start thinking about a brand, it's so important that we start thinking about this point. Ask yourself this thing: what is the golden circle rule? Or what does the golden circle model say? So the golden circle model says that it's important for you to know your why. Why did you start your business? What was the reason why you started your business? That is the first part. Point number two: how did you start your business, or how do you want to start it? How do you want to see it grow? How do you want to see it become something big? And then what problem are you trying to solve in the business that you're creating or in the brand that you're building? What problem are you solving? It's so important that you know the kind of problem that you want to solve. So after understanding the problem that you want to solve, it will be important for you to now execute and see the best way to make sure that you get things done in that regard. Now, I want you to simplify your brand by simply understanding that you need to have a brand story. What is your brand story? So now I will tell you a brand story about Booby Brand, which is one of my brands that I have. So I'll just try to be, ooh, guys, the quality of my YouTube, I don't know what's happening. I'm looking at the quality is not looking the best. I apologize. The network is just terrible at this very moment. I don't know what's happening, but it's not me. It's not on my side, but just bear with me. If you can hear me, then I'm happy. Just take note of what I'm saying. But if the quality starts acting up, please understand that it's just network. Network is just giving us problems, but just hang in there. So I just want to share with you one of my brands, which I'm hoping that you can take something out of, and I'm going to tell you how I got to simplify my brand. So I have a brand, guys. The internet is slow. Ah, my goodness. The internet is so slow, but we're going to do what we got to do, right? We got to do what we got to do. And I appreciate that you guys would understand that. Now, I want to share a part of the work that I do. So now, this is Booby Brand, right? And even the t-shirt that I'm wearing right now is part of the very first batch of the merchandise for Booby Brand that we had. I mean, if you're watching from other platforms, you might not be able to see. But now, all I'm going to say to you is that I got to simplify my brand the best way possible. I didn't want to complicate it in any way. I mean, Booby Brand, what Booby Brand means is it means be you, be inspired. It's now or never. So that's what it basically means. So be you, be inspired. So the whole point of me saying this is that you know what, find inspiration in yourself. And because I started with t-shirts that have good messages or empowering messages, it's all about being inspired by what you read. When you look in the mirror and look at your shirt, there has to be some kind of inspiration. So it's the same thing as even with the earrings that I'm selling, because these earrings as well are part of the brand. So when you wear your earrings, you wear them with that part of you that is, you feel yourself, you feel your beauty, you define your own beauty as a woman. I'm sorry, guys, it's for women at the moment. I don't have anything for guys. But now I just want to show you what I got to say about the brand, or should I say, like, how I got to just simply define the brand, or what inspiration came from the brand. So the question is, who are we? So Booby Brand means be you, be inspired is now or never. This is an online brand inspired by our former Miss Universe, Zozibidi Dunzi, when she responded to the question, what we should be teaching young girls today. And this is what she responded. She says that it's something, if what it's something that has been lacking in young girls and women for a very long time, not because we don't know what we want, but because of what the society has labeled women to be. She said, I think we are the most powerful beings in the world, and that will I mean that we should be given every opportunity possible in our lives, and that is why we should be teaching these young girls at this moment. So she said that, and then she ended it up and said, take up space. So I got inspired by her to start this brand, and I was like, I can actually take up space, I can do more, I can bring something into life, something that can inspire someone. So that is basically what I'm doing. And I wish that you can go to my website, Booby Brand Shop, and you can buy, guys, you can even buy earrings, 70 Rand. You can even buy just whatever match that I have and consider checking it out. So I got to basically simplify my brand in that way. I just made it simple, and it's all about taking up space. That's all it is to it, taking up space. All right, so we are moving to the very, very last part of the show. Last part of the show, and we are running out of time. So without a waste of time, let's get to the topic of the day. All right, so what's happening now? What is the topic of the day? The topic of the day is how can you overcome rejection? Now, I want to mention this, guys. It's so sad to be rejected. It's so sad that you have somehow worked hard to want to achieve something, but at the end of the day, you get rejected. But all I want to say is that there is a way for you to overcome rejection, because rejection is not all bad. Just because you got rejected, it does not mean that you're a bad person. Just because you're rejected, it doesn't mean that you cannot change things around. You cannot be a better person, a better employee, a better business person if you get rejected. There are people that got rejected. The person who started Netflix, at some point, someone rejected him just because they felt like, I know what you're trying to do, it's not going to work, until they started this. And then look at Netflix now. People are even canceling memberships of their subscriptions with other different service providers, and they are just focusing on just having Netflix. So what I want to say to you is that you can overcome rejection. And if you ever get rejected in life, I want you to understand that if you are rejected, it does not mean that it's the end of the road. Rejection also is another way of saying that you can improve, you can do better. You can, knock on the second door and see if you cannot get help. Or maybe it's a sign that you actually need to create your own door, because the doors that you're trying to knock on, they are not your doors. These are someone else's doors. They are meant for other people, not you. Maybe you are meant for something bigger. So I want you to take note that if you ever feel like being rejected is something that is bad, it's not all bad. I will tell you a bit of my story quickly because we are running out of time. So this is my story. The very first job that I ever applied for, first official job, official permanent job and all of that, right? Not part-time jobs or anything like that. I applied for this job, and I even remember the company very well. The company is Prime Media, and I'm not calling out the company just because I want to put it out there as if it's a negative thing. It's not a negative thing. It's a beautiful company. I'm even glad that I even got an opportunity to even go to an interview there. I went to an interview, and I did the interview four times. I was called to the interview the first time, called to the interview the second time, called to the interview the third time. The fourth time when they called me, I was like, I know. After this interview, I got the job. This job is mine. That's what I thought, because I was like, the fact that they called me for the next interview, the third interview, and then the fourth interview, it means that they want me to be a part of their company. I was already feeling like, no, it's a done deal. I got the job. And then I waited a week, 2 weeks. The last week, I get an email. I get an email that says, we are we regret to inform you that your application was not successful. After going through 4 interviews, when I thought that, no, guys, you know what? right now I'm getting ready to start work in the next month or two. So what I want to tell you is that that experience for me was able to help me prepare myself for even other interviews, because the fact that I was called to the first interview, it means I needed to prepare. Second interview, I needed to prepare even more. Third, I needed to do even more, just like that. So what that did, it helped me to prepare myself to really become better at what I did, and even how I presented myself on an interview. So as much as I got rejected and I lost out on the job, I didn't lose everything. I was able to, I mean, I had already learned the skill, or the tricks of being in an interview, even if I didn't get the job. And I would like to believe that maybe the reason why I didn't get the job is because I didn't do exactly that bad. Maybe there was someone who was, a bit better than me, because in life, guys, there will always be other people that are better than you. If you think that in life you will be the only best person, there's someone who is better than you. There's someone who knows more than you, and it's okay. It's not like you have to feel like, you know what, I'm the most important person. I know it all. No one is better than me. If you can have that mindset, you won't grow, you won't win in life. So understand that there's always going to be someone who's ahead of you. That's why even a company, it has a manager, it has, a CEO, it has management, it has all those levels, because there are people with different experience, with more experience on something that you're doing. So it's so important to take note of that. Now, with that said, I'm just going to leave you with this part to say that rejection is not all bad. Just because you got rejected, it does not mean you are bad. It means that you have a chance to do better. You have a chance to have to learn something better. Even if you didn't do good, you have a chance to try again. So it also shapes you, or makes you stronger, and makes you a better person, and helps you to even prepare better than you did before. That is all I can say. So with that said, we have come to the end of the show. Oh wow, it has been amazing. But of course, we go to the before we wrap up the show, it's important we check if there's still more conversations on the chat. Let's do that. And remember, don't forget to send your voice note or your video on 072 445 6881 if ever you need to share something about the show, whatever that you've learned on the show, or any inspiration about the show. Awesome stuff. Where are we? Coach Remy says happy birthday, thank you so much. If you ever have a birthday, guys, if it's ever your birthday, please do send us your details, and make sure that you are part of the Real Fam on YouTube, so that when you are live you can even see the show. So Pindi says the end of the show. Yes, unfortunately we have reached the end of the show. It's been amazing. Of course, as always, I'm always empowered to speak to you. To speak with you guys. Hey, Sekhoa. I'm always empowered to speak with you guys, and I love your engagements. And yeah, unfortunately, we have reached the end of the show. And all I can say is that I have just, you know, being inspired by this whole conversation. I might have been the one who was, leading this whole conversation, but I am also inspired. I'm inspired to plant a seed. I'm inspired to really do the best that I can. And I'm hoping that you are inspired as well. Pindi saying, oh, well, we are looking forward to it tomorrow. Thank you so, so much. We've got the ambassador's closet. Hey, love, you are so late. I'm about to leave. I'm so sorry. You are so late, but you know what? It's fine. You can join us again tomorrow, and we're going to have fun. Make sure that you join in tomorrow. If your notifications are on, then tomorrow is the best day to join. So sorry, but thank you so much. But you can do a replay. If you can do a replay, you will be okay. So, ladies and gentlemen, with that said, I just want to say, remember to make every day count. remember to plant a seed of hope, a seed of love, a seed of everything positive. Girl to mom, thank you for joining. You are late and we are out of here. Remember to make today count. Tomorrow at 10 a.m. 10 a.m. 10 a.m. we will be here. 10 a.m. tomorrow on my YouTube channel. Make sure that you are here. With that said, adios, amigos. Love you guys. Mwah.